Hey there, hello and welcome. It is Madeline here, and I just wanted to follow up on a post that I made earlier today that got a little bit of a flurry from all of you. So earlier today, I made a public service announcement and stated that this disease, we all know what disease I'm talking about, has a 99.97% survival rate. That's right, according to the CDC, and more specifically, America's Frontline doctors. So one of my classmates made a comment on that post that I specifically want to address now. And she said that is not as simple as or binary as that, right? It's not either or. And I know that, I'm assuming that she had, I know that she had COVID last year, I believe, and she had a really rough time with it. I don't think she'd mind my saying that because she posted about it on Facebook, which is how I know. So she had a really rough time with it, and she's still recovering from what I understand, which is several months later. And I think she's about my age and in relative good health, but I don't really know her situation. So I wanted to address that specifically and say that, yeah, the survival rate is 99.97%. Do people get really sick? Yes. COVID, that's the last time I'm going to say it, I hope, right? Because I don't want to give it energy. I'm going to refer to it as C. COVID is real. I know COVID is real. Hey, Americo, good to see you. And I'm going to be speaking more about it. And I know that it can make people really, really sick, as can the flu. And I also know that a lot of people have died from it. I know people personally who have gotten sick with the C. Hey, Debbie, good to see you, beautiful. So my aunt and uncle, specifically, who are around 80, both had it over the holidays and were really, really sick, okay? And they're feeling better now and have recovered. I have a cousin who is a little older than me that also had it, was really, really sick for a long time, okay? My people, they all have other conditions, right? They all have comorbid conditions. That's what comorbidity means, is more than one. I get it. It makes people really, really sick. And the vulnerable population in particular is really at risk of dying. However, we must keep it in context, right? When we look at the survival rate overall across all populations, it's 99.97%, okay? Survival with no treatment. And there is effective, safe, and inexpensive treatment available, which I'm going to talk about in another post. And if you want to know how to get that, ask in this post, and I'll post the link in the comments. So I wanted to start with that. COVID is real. It makes people sick, right? It's similar to the flu. I know it's not the flu, but it's close enough that we can compare it, right? It's apples and apples, right? COVID and the flu are apples and apples, and different kinds of apples, but they're both apples. and a significant portion of the vulnerable population has died from COVID, just like they die with the flu every year, don't they? That's right. So, but we must keep it in context, right? So does it warrant the response that we've given it for as long as we've given it, right? Does it warrant the lockdowns? Does it warrant the masking? Does it warrant the isolation? Perhaps at first, but certainly not, in my opinion, and the opinion of many physicians who have done the research, have done the data analysis, do not believe that it is warranted any further. And now, right, on top of all those things, lockdown, masking, and isolation, now they're rolling out a vaccine that I'm going to refer to as the V or this, right, that won't change anything, okay? I made a big, long post about that last week, and I'm going to break that down and talk about that in smaller bite-sized posts going forward, right? So the CDC, Anthony Fauci, and the U.S. Surgeon General has said that the current Vs that are being rolled out will not change anything. They do not prevent infection. They do not prevent transmission. And that even after the population is V'd, still gonna have to wear a mask, social distance, and they didn't say anything about the lockdowns. And this V has serious safety concerns. I invite you to go look at that post that I made in recent days, and I'm going to be talking about it going forward. So why am I talking about this? This is why I'm talking about this. In case you don't know, I help people heal anxiety, okay? I healed my own anxiety naturally without medication and physicians in the past, 10 years ago, and I've made it my life work to help others. And since this C business has started, my anxiety has been through the roof. So, and I have some pretty badass tools and skills available to me. I've managed it, I've worked through it, and I'm returning to my fabulous baseline. And one thing I want you to know that you can too, and I'm guessing that since all this C business started, if my anxiety is up, your anxiety is up, okay? So I want you to know that you're not alone, right? I want you to know that you're not alone, that I can help you. If you'd like to talk to me about how I can help you, I invite you to private message me and we can set up a time to talk, or drop a note in the comments and we can set up a time to talk. I have programs and methods of helping you directly deal with anxiety, and specifically as it relates to this. Also, I want to be a source of good information for you, right? Of calm information, of clear-headed information. No, I am not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, but I'm pretty bright, I'm highly intelligent, and I have done my research, okay? I've done my research, and which I love to do, and I've corroborated it through many sources, right? Through many physicians who are saying the same thing, okay? So I just want to be a voice of reason for you, a voice of calm for you, and perhaps a resource for you to rein in the COVID crazy, if that's how you're feeling, okay? So again, either way, right? Whether you think this response is over the top or you're really frightened about getting the disease, either way, I can help you. And again, I invite you to private message me or drop a comment, and I can help you. We can talk about how I can help you. So I'm going to circle back, wrap up where I started, which is that this has a survival rate of 99.7%, okay? And for our older, more vulnerable population, right, which is our elderly and those with health conditions, one or more health conditions, it's 95% survival rate without treatment. And there is safe, effective, and inexpensive treatment, of which I'm going to talk about in another post, okay? So I want to keep this short and brief. I hope this serves you. And let me know what questions you have. Again, if you want to talk to me about how I can help you with your anxiety over this or anything, I invite you to private message me or drop a note in the comments, and then we'll arrange to talk, okay? Hope this serves you. I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. There will be more videos, my loves. And until then, I will see you in the gap. Namaste. Mwah.